Falling's Fab 50. Let me hear you. Only here
on 2FM.
2FM.
When 2FM started back in 1979, in May 79, obviously we knew we had a big thing going in the evening in terms of something different, in terms of a kind of a public service kind of thing. So we brought in sessions and all the rest of it, etc. And, around Christmas time, you do tend to look back, you do tend to have lists, you do tend to check something out. But rather than look back the way, say, Peel did with his Festive 50, it wasn't about the year in question. We just said, look, plan with anything to do with radio. First of all, you don't know if the programme's going to be there next year, and you really don't. I mean, look at the Beatles. When they get interviewed, if we last till Christmas, it'll be great, that kind of thing. And that was in 64, and they had the 7 best years ever coming up after that. So nobody ever knows anything. You don't make a plan. Let's just do it for this Christmas. Oh, we did it last Christmas. Let's do it again this Christmas. Oh, we'll do it every Christmas now until we don't do it. So it's just something you do, and it's a good laugh.
What are the banker tracks that you always knew were going to turn up? Well,
I always remember in particular the number ones. The first year, believe it or not, I think it was Leonard Skinner. I think it was. I think it probably was actually. Yeah. Anyway, that was one thing, and then after that it was 11 o'clock TikTok by U2. That was significant in that I just they had so many other songs between in those years 80 to 85 or so. And for the whole 5 years, it was 11 o'clock TikTok was the number one. Then I think it was How Soon Is Now by the Smiths. And then it was U2 again with Bad Live. And Bad Live has been there. That came out in 86 on the Wide Awake in America EP. It had been on the previous album, the album from 2 years before that, a studio version of it, but it was the live version on the Wide Awake in America EP, and that was number one I think for 6 or 7 years. In fact, it was number one again a bunch of years later, but it would kind of alternate between, say, Creep from Radiohead or whatever it happened to be, Bullet with Butterfly Wings by Smashing Pumpkins. But the ones that are always there's one significant thing about them: they're usually long tracks. People like the long tracks. Like, for instance, when the Stone Roses album came out in 1990, I would have picked the standard good singles and a few others. And I liked I Am the Resurrection, but it never occurred to me that it would resonate so much with so many people. And I Am the Resurrection is the big Stone Roses track every single time. Obviously, Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley, his version of the Leonard Cohen song from the Grace album in 94. Or even go back, all over the place, there's always a bunch of songs. And one thing I noticed about them is the longer the song is, the more people seem to like it.
Falling's Fab 50. Let me hear you. Only here
on 2FM.
What songs do you think are going to be in the Fab 50 from the years 2000 to 2016?
To me, I think Moby Porcelain has got to be in there. Elbow, My Sad Captains, and I know people might think it's surprising, but Adele, Hello, cracker of a tune.
Anything from U2 would be good, so I don't care what it is. Ed Sheeran, there's something from Ed, I think. Maybe Thinking Out Loud, something from Walking on Cars, maybe Speeding Cars from them.
Kings of Leon, Sex on Fire will definitely be in there. I think that Bruno Mars and Mark Ronson, Uptown Funk, has definitely got a shot. As a random curveball, I think the Temper Trap, Sweet Disposition position will be in there.
Well, I guarantee you Arcade Fire's Wake Up will definitely be there. Blood Buzz Ohio by The National, and I bet you look good on the dance floor by Arctic Monkeys. Guaranteed.